West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having themselves a good day. There we go. There we go. What's up? 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 What is up? What is up? What is up? Facebook about to be on here in a minute. All right, bam. Everything is on. What is up? What is up? What is up? It's your boy West Coast. How's everybody doing? What's up with you, Harmon? What's up with you, Raymond? Appreciate you, my boy. What up? Good afternoon. What's up with you, Miss Rose? I got everything I need. Hand pink waving. What's up with you? That means she's waving. She sent me an emoji. What is up? This is West Coast Uncut. I'm about to eat me some waffles and talk about some cowboy talk. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Sound good? The hat's all beat up because I had to find it. I know I had a couple of them left. Not in new condition, but you know what I'm saying? About as good as condition as you're going to get it, though. Why does it look? It feels like it's not as bright in here. But yo, let's go. It says let's go. Let's go. It's your boy West Coast. If you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that share button. Make sure you guys hit that star button. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hit that star button, hit that share button. Also, I got my new Cash App down there at the bottom. If you want to support, I will be giving away a CD Lamb jersey. What's up with you, Jada? Appreciate you from watching on YouTube. Appreciate you. What do I think about the Cowboy schedule? We can talk about that. I'll put that on my list of things, my short list of things to talk about. I kind of went over the schedule already. You know what I'm saying? I did a whole show on it, but I mean, I'll go over. If you have any particular questions that you have, you can definitely shoot them, and I'll put them in there and I'll answer them. But yo, let's go ahead and share. You still selling jerseys? Yeah, I'm still selling jerseys. Even though the Eagles on top, Jesus loves you. Have a great day. Well, I mean, nobody's on top right now because see, that was last year. That was last year, brother, and nobody cares about what happened last year. You could have won the Super Bowl last year, but guess what? If you don't win it this year, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I forgot that the Eagles even won the Super Bowl. I had forgot they even won the Super Bowl. I forgot they had even won the Super Bowl until I saw the Saquon Barkley thing at the White House. Just keeping it all the way a buck with you. So that lets you know how much effect that y'all really had. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see people in California wearing Eagle jerseys. I'm being real with you. Like when the Chiefs won in Southern California, you did see people wearing Chiefs jerseys. I thought it was weird too. You even saw everybody with the Patrick Mahomes haircut. Even my kids who not light skinned at all had the Patrick Mahomes cut. They look so cute with it too. Little top of the fro hat. You know what I'm saying? What up, Michael Autry? What up, Brian Reith? What's up, Charles Moon? Appreciate you. Who else we got up in here? Robert Dawson. Um, what's up, Chino? What's up, Chris Pino? The boss Main Floyd. That's a name, boy. I feel like he got at least one gold tooth in his mouth. With a name like that, you gotta have at least one gold tooth. Um, what's up, Isaac? Charles. Hey, if you want to get a jersey, the jerseys are. I'm gonna tell you guys the jerseys are $80. I'm gonna give away a CD Lamb jersey today too. I'm gonna put my number in here. If you want to get a jersey, all you gotta do is text this number after the show. The jerseys are $80. They go all the way up to size 10X. What's up with you, Rod? Shane Tucker. What up, Shane Tucker? Appreciate you for coming in. If you haven't already, man, hit that share. Hit that share button. I don't know if anybody else is live. I just went live to keep it real. Albert, what up with you, Albert? Roger Smith, what's up with you, Roger? Hit that share button. Jeffrey, what's up with you, Jerry? Dwayne Price, what's up with you, Dwayne Price? Brian, Dak is good, but so think is worth his salary. Y'all want to start questions first? About 3 weeks. All right, let's go. Let's talk about the first thing I have on my agenda. Jalen Ramsey to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I dropped a video. I dropped a reel on what are my thoughts on Jalen Ramsey coming to the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, as a free agent, like a guy that's not on the team, I can see it happening. But he is currently under a 3-year, $72 million contract that has like a $30 million cap hit on it this year. So because of that, that's part of the reason why the Miami Dolphins want to get him out of Miami. Now, the contract that he's also on, even if he is traded, is going to go down. If he's traded, it's like a $20 million cap hit. Listen to me, we're playing Trevon Diggs $20 million. This dude going to have a cap hit of $20 million if he's not even on the team. The contract that Jalen Ramsey signed for him was a really good contract for him, but it was not really a good contract for the Miami Dolphins. They were assuming that he was going to be playing at a very, very high rate for a very long time and that he would probably end up retiring there. So that's the only reason why you would give a guy who's 30, like he's 30 right now. That means he'll be 32, 33 when his contract's over. It's the only reason why you would give a guy a contract like this. Now, would I be okay? Would I be open for the Cowboys to trade for him? Listen to me. I would be okay with the Cowboys trading for him only from the standpoint of the fact that he's better than he's better than some of the corners we have right now. You trade for Jalen Ramsey, he's for sure going to be one of your outside corners. But it also makes me feel like they feel like Trevon Diggs is not going to be able to come back. Or because I'm going to tell you this right now, if you go trade for Jalen Ramsey, you don't think Diggs is going to come back. This isn't the Deron Bland thing because you've always had Diggs. You've never had, you know what I'm saying? So I don't. If you go get a Jalen Ramsey, that's a replace of Diggs. That's a replace of Diggs. Now I don't think the Cowboys. Like, it's all a gamble, right? You want to gamble on a 30-year-old corner who hasn't missed a game in 3 years, though. Jalen Ramsey's been has been really healthy over the last 3 years. Since the injury he had like 4 years ago, he hasn't missed a game. He's played 3. Actually, he did miss a game because there's 17 games in the season. So, but basically, when he was healthy, come back, he stayed back. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, like I said, he's 30. And he's on a contract that will make you think that he's a young man. Now, the Cowboys can either trust a Jalen Ramsey at his age, or they can trust a Diggs in his injury but you get the advantage of the fact that he's younger and you already have him under contract. So I just don't think the Cowboys, listen to me, the Cowboys don't care that much about the cornerback's position or defensive players for them to go trade for a guy making this type of money. That's not like 25. You know what I'm saying? So for me, personally, if they decide to release him, I'm all for it. because then that's just their problem. They got to deal with that money. But to give up assets for a 30-year-old player after the draft, I would honestly think that the Dallas Cowboys would probably be hoping that the boy they drafted would be a better match right now. You know what I'm saying? So do I think the Cowboys will make a move like this? No, I don't think the Cowboys will make a move like this. I don't think the Cowboys would trade for a Jalen Ramsey and then have to figure out what they're going to do with that contract, especially with him getting older. Because you got to think like this. Even if he stays with Miami, he'll play this year and then next year will be his last year. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I don't think what I think is going to happen with Jalen Ramsey. I think he's going to eventually get released. And I think Miami is going to eat a whole lot of money. And then he'll sign with someone else. You know what I mean? But I don't think so. I would, if I had to say yes or no on trading for him, it would probably be a no. It'd probably be a no. Do I think they're going to release Diggs? No, I don't believe they're going to release Diggs. I answered that question because it was relatable to what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for me on Jalen Ramsey, as of right now, I would say no. I don't think the Cowboys are going to do it. I don't even think the Cowboys are interested in doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's been linked to the Dallas Cowboys. Why? Because all you got to do is say you're Dallas Cowboys. All you got to do is be a player that wants to go on another team and say the Dallas Cowboys, and everybody's going to be, everybody. Listen, the easiest way for you to get your name out there is to link your name to the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody knows that. Like if you've been watching, not even just my content, you've been watching anybody's content for over the last couple of years, you already know that that's the easiest way to get linked to the Dallas Cowboys. That's the easiest way to get your name in the media. Say you want to be a Dallas Cowboy. And who don't want to be a Dallas Cowboy? Everybody that grew up in it want to be a Dallas Cowboy in the South. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure everybody's favorite team we either everybody's favorite team or everybody's second favorite team. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put in the comment what you think. What up, Will Clark? I wouldn't be upset though. Like I wouldn't be upset with it though. I just don't think the Cowboys would do it. All right. He says, you're eating every time you go live now. Nah, I don't know about that. Because the last couple times I've been live, I was in my car. But yeah, man, I'm human, bro. So, I be hungry sometimes, bro. Like, I think I lost my way in this content creating thing, trying to like be like everybody else. And that's just not me, man. Like spontaneous shows, just going live. Whatever's going on in my life is what's going on in my life. That's what made me West Coast. That's what's made me, who I am. That's what got me to where I am. So it's like, I'm just this year just going to go back to what I know, what I did. You know what I'm saying? And keep it real. Like I've been doing this for a long time now. So every now and then you kind of learn, you can kind of lose your zeal, especially when you're not like, it's easy to be zeal for the Cowboys when you live in Dallas. Like when you live in Dallas, you can go to events and go to things that are non-Cowboy. But when you actually stay in a whole nother state, it's very easy to lose that zeal to do these types of things. You know what I'm saying? So, J Raff, what up, J Raff? I would release Diggs and sign Jalen Ramsey. Why? Why? My boy over at West Dallas Podcast. Hold up. Let me see if I can put you on. He says, West Coast Dallas Cowboys Podcast, just signed Gilly till Diggs recovers makes more sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, to keep it real, I mean, now hindsight is, obviously hindsight is 2020, but would have made more sense to just re-sign Gilly and you would have had him on the team. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking for the Cowboys to get younger. On a 1-year deal, bringing in Gilly, I'm okay with it. But my thing is this, man, like, what are you really saying about Trevon Diggs? Because Trevon Diggs is really my first option. And I'm hearing every name except for Trevon Diggs. So is Trevon Diggs starting the year on pub? Is that what you're basically telling me? You know what I'm saying? Is that what you're basically trying to tell me, Dallas Cowboys? Because I feel like the Dallas Cowboys, as a fan base, we have accepted the fact that Diggs is going to miss some games, right? Because the way y'all asking for corner, you would assume that somebody's going to miss some games. Because where Jalen Ramsey going to play? He only plays on the outside. So if you trade for Jalen Ramsey, that means you're not going to have, you thinking you're not going to have Diggs for an extended amount of times, or you're at least going to have, you're not going to have Bland. Because, bro, you don't go trade for Jalen Ramsey and then make him a a three game starter, and then he's a backup. That's way too much money, and you're going to give up assets. If Jalen Ramsey comes to Dallas, he needs to start. He needs to be playing. He has to start and he has to play. So if that's the case, who do you think you're not going to have then? You know what I'm saying? Who do you think is not going to play then? And then who do you think is not going to play long enough for you to get your ROI? Because you got to remember, bro, when you go get a guy like Ramsey, the number one thing that you want to make sure that you get is your return on your investment, or ROI. You want to get a return on your investment for what you gave up to go get him. And my question is this: how many games you would think he would have to play in order for you to get a return on your investment from him? A lot, man. He would have to play at least half a season, 17, 18, at least 15, at least. I say 17, 18 games, but at least freaking 13, 14 games. So if he's going to play at least 12, 13 games for you, can think about this. He's played 16 the last 3 years. So I would think Jalen Ramsey thinks he's healthy enough to play all 16 games. So my question to you is, if you do go get him, who is not playing then? Is it Bland or is it Diggs? Because one of those dudes is going to be gone. Because where are they going to play at? If Ramsey comes, Diggs will be gone by next season. And if Ramsey comes this year, Diggs should probably be gone this year. But I'm going to tell you, listen to me. The only thing that sucks about the whole situation is, listen to me, you can't even replace Jalen Ramsey with Trevon Diggs because they're not the same age. Like, think about this. You can get rid of Diggs next year and then Jalen Ramsey retires on you. Because I promise you this, if Jalen Ramsey wins the Super Bowl this year, he's retiring. Dude's 30 years old, bro. I'm just keeping it real. So think about that. You get rid of Diggs and then Jalen Ramsey, because they only got a year left, 2 years left on that contract. So you're going to be really trying to pay Jalen Ramsey at 31. Hooker plays safety. You know what I'm saying? So if Diggs was healthy, you guys have no problem with him. So just go get healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how, like, listen to me. The only reason why we're talking about Diggs is because he's not healthy. Diggs is healthy. There's not even a conversation. So my thing is this. Before I can really talk about the cornerback position, I really need to find out and know what is really going on with Trevon Diggs, and if they're going to start him on the pup or does he not? Because listen, if he's going to be out 4 games for sure, then yeah, I might entertain some stuff. But if he's only going to be out like a game or two, no, I probably won't. Yeah, it's kind of hot in here. All right, am I going to the Chiefs Thanksgiving game? No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. Another thing I made a video on was, I made a video on why I think Dak Prescott's going to have a ridiculous season this year and why I think he's going to be an MVP candidate. The last time, every season that Dak has come back from injury, he's thrown at least 4,600 yards and 37 touchdowns. He has the best wide receiving core that he's ever had in probably his career. The second best I would say when they traded for Amari Cooper, and then CeeDee Lamb was a rookie, and they had Michael Gallup, who was a bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I still believe that CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Tolbert are probably better. This is probably the best wide receiver room he's had, you know what I'm saying? Because each one of these guys are in their prime. They're not rookies. They're not guys trying to find out in the league. These are guys that know exactly what they're doing. The only reason why I give the other years because you had Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, but CeeDee Lamb was also a rookie too. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say that this is probably the best wide receiver room he's ever thrown to. The Dallas Cowboys are building this offensive line to be able to protect them. They're also pretending to be able to run the ball. They're also building this offensive line to be able to stand up and be able to protect them. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it like this, bro. Every quarterback chokes except for the quarterback that wins. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. Like every 32 quarterbacks are going to start this season, and 31 of them are going to choke. But Dak couldn't have choked last year because he didn't he didn't actually play last year. So, you can't blame last year on Dak Prescott, and you can't blame the playoffs on Dak Prescott because your defense gives up 30 plus points. In every game that Dak Prescott has lost in the playoffs, his defense has given up 30 plus points, and they have given up over 150 yards rushing. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're not going to win almost any game in the NFL, especially a playoff game where your defense gives up 30 points and 150-yard rushing. And that's just real and trill, bro. You can call that an excuse. You can call it whatever it is, but it's still a fact. And it's a very honest fact because most teams don't win when their defense gives up 30 points in the playoffs and gives up 150 yards rushing on the field. Most teams in the NFL aren't winning that. You're not winning that. Well, that's what Dak Prescott's defense has done. People sleeping on Tolbert, dude, been putting in work. Listen to me. I like Tolbert. I like Tolbert a lot. I like number one a lot. I think he is a stud. But I just think there's guys in front of him that are better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. I think Tolbert is probably the fourth. I think he's the third best receiver on the team. Keep it real. But because of the way, what's the boy name? My boy Terp. The way my boy Terp just got paid $6.5 million a year, he's gonna be catching some footballs. Because that's too much money to just give dude ball, just try to run a kickoff return. NFL don't even like kickoff return no more. You know what I'm saying? He says, bullshit, they only scored 12 points against the 49ers. Yeah, I said defense, dog. I said defense. Defense, brother. Defense. Defense gave up. You know what I'm saying? Jerry said we got a number one running back. They will let us know after the preseason. Listen to me. You know what he said? Jerry said they have the number one running back. They will let us know after the preseason. You know what that means, man? They have the guy in their head that they might want to play, but that doesn't mean that's going to be the actual guy. I'm gonna be, next subject. We can go on to that. Run the damn ball. I got to stop the damn run. Hats. Everybody's asking me about. Let's go to the next subject. They said, listen to me. I'm gonna also give you guys a little heads up. I don't really talk too much about OTAs because OTAs is nothing. It's absolutely nothing, bruh. It's a flag football practice for NFL players. I'm going to tell you one thing you got to learn about OTAs is this. They're only going to tell you about the players they want you to know about, and everybody looks good at OTAs. There is never a negative report at OTAs. You're going to tell me they have 75 guys out there trying to make a team, and there's not one guy making a mistake? No, that's not true. So OTAs are literally... I honestly don't understand why they even have OTAs. Keep it real. I guess so. You can just. I think it's more for ticket selling, to be honest with you, because there's really no purpose for OTAs. Instead of having OTAs, why don't you just move the OTAs right before training camp? Because they literally go to practice for like 4 days and then they're off for like 2 months. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't even understand. They would have to explain to me the reasoning behind OTAs, because as of right now, I don't even understand why they have OTAs. You know what I'm saying? It makes absolutely no sense. Maybe for the offense, because the offense can run routes, but the defense, what are you doing, bro? What is a defense really doing if they're not hitting? What are you really doing? Scraping around, moving. What is Micah Parsons doing? Running until he gets the deck and go, ah! You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? It's pointless. In my opinion, it's pointless. Bro, you're not even going 100% in OTAs. For sure you're not. You're going maybe 80. You want to know why? Because, bro, you ain't even played football in 3 months. So, and no, they don't, and they don't, if I'm not mistaken, offensive coordinators and things like that, you're not going to give somebody no play. Look, you don't got to go over, you say playbook, bro. They have the internet. You can send someone the playbook. You know what I'm saying? So do you have any for sale jerseys? Yes, I have jerseys for sales. I still got some jerseys out too. Like my boy Jesse, I got his jersey that's coming in. It's just taking forever, but I got your jersey that's coming in too. Then I had a CD Lamb jersey that I was going to give away. You know what I'm saying? But I just started talking and totally forgot, man. I had the CD Lamb jersey I was going to give away. Whoever sends the top Cash App or the top star giver is going to go home with a CD Lamb jersey. I probably, but yeah, the Cowboys at the D tackle. Yeah, I don't know why they have OTAs. Yeah, it don't make no sense to me. It's pointless. They should just move. They just move training camp. Just make training camp longer or something. You know what I'm saying? But like to practice for like a week and then be off for 2 months, that makes no sense. And then you don't even really know what you got because you're in shirts and shimmels. The only thing you have on is a helmet. That's it. Rookie mini camps make sense because you got all these rookies just brought in. You know what I mean? So you want to be able to rookie mini camps is really more for the guys who didn't get drafted so that you can have a space for them to come in and try out. Because at rookie mini camps, you can bring in the 9 people you drafted, the undrafted free agents that you drafted, and then you can also bring in a certain amount of guys from that did not get drafted that can come in and try that you can. I think it's like 20 other guys that did not get drafted that you can bring in for your rookie mini camp. Because I had a couple homies that actually went to rookie mini camps, didn't make the team. Like my little brother, he went to the San Francisco 49er mini camp, rookie mini camp, didn't make the team, but he got invited to the camp. And then my boy C. Last, he went to the Jets mini camp as a corner. After 40, don't drink milk for sure. After 35, shit. I mean, do you Cowboys home game ticket for sale? No, I don't sell tickets. I've never sold tickets. I've never sold game tickets. Turpin could be the next Tyreek Hill. I don't know about Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill can catch his ass off. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people, kind of put Tyreek Hill in his bucket of just being a really fast guy, but that dude can catch his ass off. Like he can catch his ass off. All right, so let's go. He says, so players can get to know each other and create communication, camaraderie, and connection. Listen, man, it takes longer than 3 days to do that. They're going to take longer than 3 days to do that. And you got to remember, then during mini camps, during OTAs, there's guys out there that aren't even going to be on this team when the season starts. Because they're only going to take 53 players into the season with 7 practice players. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Monty? So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I think OTAs is more of a business thing than it is anything else because you like it does, to be on there for 4 days and then go, and then you're going to build camaraderie with someone for 4 days and then you're going to be gone for 2 months. When you get back, they may not even be here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What's up, West Coast? I want the Cowboys getting in their OTAs, mini camps without getting hurt. Nobody's going to get hurt at OTAs and mini camps because they don't be going 100%. Training camp is different. And he's strong as well with a small ball. Yeah, training camp is different. Somebody could get hurt at training camp because they actually be hitting out there. They actually be doing things. But OTAs, they ain't doing much. If you get hurt at OTAs, you were already hurt before you got to OTAs. I'm just being all the way honest with you. If you get hurt at OTAs, your ass was already hurt before you got here. The OTA was just an opportunity for that injury to propagate. But you was already injured. How confident are you in our coaching staff? I don't know these motherfuckers, so I can't be confident in none of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got run the damn ball hats. If you need to run the damn ball hat, I'm about to get some stop the damn run hats. But I just wanted to put this on to talk about this stop the damn run. So what did we just talk about? OTAs. We talked about OTAs. That's what we talked about. OTAs. Yeah, man. For OTAs, don't get caught up in too much of that. I know, as a content creator, we love OTAs. Why? Because it gives us something to report on. You know what I'm saying? It gives us something. It's the first look at the Cowboys, but they don't even really let you look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wouldn't read too much into OTAs. Just being honest with you, I never read too much into OTAs. I cover it and I post the videos, but you're never gonna see me breaking down anything from OTAs, bro. Like I had this video I was gonna do on Dak because I got some videos from Dak at OTAs, and I just when I saw him not in helmets and shoulder pads, I was just not motivated. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Turpin could be smarter starter with Lamb and Perkins. Yeah. Can we stop the run now? I don't know, man. That is going to be to remain to be seen because you're going to have to hope that Mozzie Smith takes that third. This is around the time where you can actually start looking at Mozzie to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? As a rookie, there ain't nothing you can tell him to do. You know what I'm saying? As a sophomore, oh yeah, you could whisper a little bit. But as a third year going into your fourth year, I'm yelling at your ass now. Your ass had better do something, bro. They're about to cut you, bro. They're gonna release you. You know what I'm talking about? And don't you better Google the name Taco Charleston, bro. Cowboys will move on from first round picks before their contracts is up. Yes, they will. The only thing that sucks about Mozzie Smith is they drafted him to be with Dan Quinn, and Dan Quinn left the next year. That's I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody says, "Oh, he don't got a sponsor." The only person that needs sponsors are players that aren't good. If you ain't good, you need a sponsor. Or if you haven't arrived yet, you need a sponsor for sure. You need someone that can vouch for what you don't have. Because that's what a sponsor is. A sponsor is literally someone that's vouching for something that you don't have or something that you haven't achieved. Oh, I think he's going to be like Mozzie Smith. Mozzie Smith hasn't achieved or done anything in the NFL, so he needs someone that believes in him who can vouch for those traits until he actually see them. Hey, man, I really believe that he can do it. I really believe he can do it. I seen him at Michigan. I seen him in listen to my CMAT practice. That is a sponsor. The reason why you're sponsoring that person is because you are making up your words or you as a person is going to vouch for that person. Give them, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me, y'all. Stop asking me why. Because it's illegal. I can't sell game tickets. That's why it's illegal. Where would I even get them from, dog? Like, where would I get a Cowboy ticket to sell it to you? And then my question is how would I get a Cowboys game ticket cheap enough to sell it to you for a reasonable price and then me make money off of it? No, bro, that's not happening. I'm gonna buy a ticket for $400 and sell it for $420. You know what I mean? Make $20 whole. No. Tickets, there ain't any, go to SeatGeek. That's the best place to get tickets. That's where I get my tickets at, shoot. Or I get them from somebody free. Hell, you mean, man? The best way to get into a Cowboy game for something cheap is to be a really good guy and the Lord bless you. Yeah, I'm just saying, man, do some Cowboy content and somebody will eventually send you to a game. I'm just being real with you. You know what I'm saying? Any game that I've ever gotten into for free is because I'm going to tell you, I done been to like 17 Cowboy games. I haven't really paid for too many. I'm going to tell you, I got blessed a couple times, like a COVID year. I had Spencer, shout out Spencer. I'm gonna post this thing. Y'all gotta look out for my boy Spencer too. But my boy Spencer, him and his mom, well, he had something happen in his family and they ended up having another ticket. So instead of Cowboys didn't give me no refund. So instead of just refunding, they just gave me the tickets. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the games all through that year. Then my guy at 915 Sports, David, you know what I'm saying? He blessed me a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, blessings, bro. But you trying to think you gonna get into a game for free on Jerry? No, bro. Listen to me. Players' families have to pay for ticket. Who am I? You know what I mean? Nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you, man. Like the easiest way to get in, the cheapest way to get into a Cowboy game, I'm gonna tell you this right now, is be real as you can, do some content, predict a couple things, piss a couple people off. People will fall in love with you, and eventually someone will bless you. That's the science. Other than that, man, you better save up some dollars, man, and you better save them extra 10 because them tickets prices are going up. They're going up, bruh. Win or lose, they don't give a damn, bruh. Cowboys be like, yeah, man, we can't. Last year's tickets, why was they so expensive? Because we thought we were gonna win. This year, why the tickets so expensive? Because we think we're gonna win. And the answer never changes. It never changes. Why were the tickets so high last year? Because we thought we were gonna win. Well, why are the tickets so bad? Because we think we're gonna win. Duh. Okay. Like, bruh, if you were a Cowboy fan, you know what you signed up for. You're never gonna walk into a Walmart and get a jersey on sale for 50% off. You know what you signed up for, bro. Bro, it's a freaking Kendrick's jersey. Why are they still? Because it's a Dallas Cowboy jersey. That's why. I'm just being real with you. You knew what you signed up for, man. This shirt was $60, bro. You know how I got it? Because this is the 3-year-old coach's shirt. And I got this shirt for $17, I think, at a Cowboy shop. But it's the shirt from 3 years ago. You feel me? I'm just new up in age, so I make it look good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the easiest way to get into a Cowboy game. is the easiest way to. I'm gonna honestly the best way to get into a Cowboy game for free. I'm gonna tell you the secret. This is what you got to do, right? Have some kids. Hopefully, one's a boy. Raise them right. When he turned 18, hold on, I'm not there yet. When he turned 18, he gonna go to college. He gonna play college football. He gonna be really good. He gonna always want to play for the Cowboys, but the Cowboys ain't gonna draft him. They gonna draft another dude. Your son gonna go off and be a great Cleveland Brown or Cincinnati Bengal. Then right before he retire, Cowboys gonna need a linebacker, and they're gonna bring your son in, and there you go. You still ain't getting no free tickets because then them tickets is like $175. So yeah, man, there really ain't no way. The only way to get a free ticket in the Cowboy game is to really pretty much be in the huddle. Like you kind of gotta be in the huddle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is paying for sure. Or you got to be related to Jerry, but the only thing that sucks about that is then you got to look like him too, man. Like even the women look like Jerry. It's kind of weird, bro. It's getting kind of weird. I said, damn, Jerry, you just got to give him your last name. You ain't got to give him your face, dog. But hey, that's. I guess some people like it like that. Let's go. Jonathan says, "How do you?" Okay, Jonathan. I didn't answer 5 of your questions now. What's up, Ant, my boy? I'm in DC. They'll sell a Bengals jersey before you see a Cowboys key. I'm in DC. They'll sell a Bengals jersey before you see a Cowboys keychain. Robert, you want to prove that to me because if I'm not mistaken, DC stands for Dallas Cowboy Washington. You know what I'm saying? Like we get a lot of love in the DC area. We get a lot of love in the DC area. All right, so that was the conversation on the D tackle. Do I think the Cowboys need another D tackle? Yes, you need a new tackle. You need two. You want to know why? Because you run a 4-3 defense. That means you're going to have an outside in, and smashed in between them as two defensive tackles. So you do need two defense tackles. If one of your defensive tackles is not good, you know what that means? That means you need two. And to be honest with you, the average NFL game is about 70 plays, so you really need three because you need two starting defensive tackles and you need one guy that's going to rotate between the two of them. So technically, you need three. How many do the Cowboys got right now? Technically, they got Solomon Thomas, who's a big ass motherfucker. That dude's huge, bro. Former fourth overall pick from the San Francisco 49ers out of Stanford. My mom y'all know how my mom is about Stanford guys. She thinks they're blessed from the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So my mom loves him. I've actually met Solomon Thomas I met him twice before. Really, really humble guy, really, really nice guy, is very, very in tune with his faith and things like that. So he's had a good life. I don't know if he's had a great career. I don't know if he's technically lived up to that fourth overall pick, but at the same time, he's definitely, he's have a good life. And Cowboys, you're not going to have no issues with him, no problem with him. He's a hard worker. I just don't think it just worked out. It just hasn't just worked out for him. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't. If he was a third round pick, he'd probably say he had a decent career. But since he's a first round pick, he hasn't had a career worthy of that pick. Not fourth overall. No, the fourth overall pick, you should be damn near a Hall of Famer, dog. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's gonna be. But listen, man, defensive tackle is definitely a position that takes a little bit longer to grow in. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little. What's up with you, Wesco? Listen to me. The defensive tackle position is definitely a position that takes a little bit longer to grow in. Ain't no young rookie defensive tackles coming out here whooping ass and taking names. That just don't happen. Like you don't even hear about no defensive tackle rookie or really sophomores just coming in just whooping ass and taking names. You just don't do that. That's not a position that you can just do that at. The reason being is because the most experienced position or group in all of football is the offensive line. That is the most experienced group of players in the NFL. Every team has experienced offensive linemen. They don't have not except for the Dallas Cowboys, but every team for the most part has like an offensive line that can somewhat protect the dude that's standing there, right? So then you bring in these rookies, bro, who are typically undersized, and it's not saying it doesn't work. It just takes time to work. It just takes time to work. That's just what it is. And a lot of these in the NFL is a not for long league. So you sometimes it may like say, you know how your woman be like, man, she about to cook something and you like, we got to leave in 20 minutes, but she about to cook a meal that take an hour. You're like, as much as I would love to eat it, we don't got time for that. We don't got time to eat that. So guess what you do? You tell her to cook something else that's a little bit quicker because you don't got time to wait for her to make a steak. You don't have it. You know what I'm saying? If the Cowboys were in a position where they could wait for a steak, you'd probably be all right with Mozzie because I think he's going to be okay. Why? Because his greatest asset is his strength. You can teach technique. But the thing that sucks though is when you, as a young defensive tackle, you need both. You need strength and you need technique. You need both. You know what I'm saying? And right now he only has one. And you need a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? So that's his issue. Because you got to remember, as a defensive tackle, you're not playing against one guy. You're typically playing against three. You're playing against the guy that's in front of you, and then the guy that's going to be on the side of him. And that's a gun, 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? So a D tackle technically has to beat like 2 dudes at one time. And if he got him head up on a note, if you're playing head up, then you might only have to fight with that one guy. You know what I'm saying? But typically the left guard or the right guard is going to chip a little bit. So it's going to be two guys. There's going to be 2 guys on your ass at all times. You know what I'm saying? I fear our offense is going to be our run defense. That's okay. Because guess what? If your offense is your best defense, that means your defense isn't on the field much. I'm 100% always okay with my offense being on the field more than the defense. That's how you win games in the NFL. That's how you win games in the NFL. Jonathan, my dog, my G. I'm not going to no games this year. The only game I'm going to this year is Cowboys versus Vegas. That's it. That's the only game I'm going to this year, man. That's the only game. Oh yeah, and actually, my homie supposed to be taking me to a game in Dallas, so I might be going to the Cowboys versus Giants. But that's going to be content related. That's going to be an all business trip. Everything is going to be itemized. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, like, can I get a soda for $1? Yes, you can. Can I get the receipt back? It's going to be itemized like that. You feel me? And that shout out, that's brought to you by my boy West Texas, Dallas Cow. My boy got the longest name in Cowboy talk. Goddamn. West Texas, Dallas Cowboy Park. We gonna have to come up with a goddamn acronym around this mother. God dog. The WTDCP. Hell you mean? Oh, that's fire. I love you. The WTC. No, see, I didn't already mess it up. The WT. Bro, come on, dog. The WTDCP. Hell, you mean? Because you got to put the West in there because he ain't from the East. I think my Packers going to defeat y'all. Man, it's on you and your Packers, man. Tomorrow. The WT, yeah, because he's not the East Texas. You know what I mean? Okay. The Dub T. They get back a mother. They get back a mother. The Dub T. All right, so I got a couple more things I got to talk about. Y'all crazy ass Cowboy. Man, it's crazy. Y'all just crazy in the cat piss. What up, Johnny Johnson? What up, OG? Triple OG? Triple OG. I might be looking like you in a couple years, OG. I'm still hanging on, though. You feel me? I still got a little something up there, though. You feel me? I still got a little something up there, though, OG. But you see the grades, they coming, OG. They coming. They coming. They coming. They coming, OG. They coming, OG. I like how he just accepted. He just accepted it. Just, you know what I mean? I'm not there yet, OG. I'm still fighting. I'm still fighting. What up, Edgar? Donald, you gotta let it go. Nah, bro, you let it go, Donald. I'm fighting around this. No, you let it go, Donald. Hell, you mean, Donald? You let it go. Somebody with good hair always want to tell you to let it go. No, you let it go. I'm not letting it go. Yeah, you mean. I'm still fighting around this motherfucker. Yeah, you mean. I'm a Cowboy fan. You know we win the Super Bowl every year. Hell, you mean? So, I ain't throwing in the towel now. I'm a Nipsey Hussle fan. Nope, I ain't quitting. What up, Brandon Moondane? Oh, man, I'm about to cry, dog. What up, man? All the homies, man. The homies, man. The homies. Y'all gonna make me go live again today, for real, man. Got a little something in my eye. Got a little something in my eye, man. Got a little something in my eye, man. You know how I be, man. I got a little something in my eye, got a little something in my eye, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Run the damn ball. Let's switch this hat out real quick. What's good from Mississippi? Ant Lee. Listen, Ant. Hey, Ant, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you for drinking water. You want to know why? Because if you in Mississippi in May, I know it's hot than a mother. God dang. Listen to me. As a child, there's not too many places I remember that I've been that just been hotter than a mother, where I literally looked up to God and said, who is really in charge in this city? You know what I'm saying? Because it felt like I was in hell. And Mississippi was one, and Birmingham, Alabama was the second one. Jesus Christ. Jesus, bruh. That's a different heat, bruh. That's that civil rights heat, bruh. Like, for real, bruh. That's that they got civil rights heat out there. Like, it's just ridiculously hot. And it's just like, they be like, you know, it's hot when it be like it's hot, it's 100, but it feel like a billion. That's if you live somewhere where they talk about heat index, it's hot there. All right, let's go. Somebody want to talk about these rookie running backs? Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. As of today, I don't know who the starter is, and that lets me know that the Cowboys probably don't have a starting running back on their team, but they do have a guy that they're gonna make a starting running back on their team. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. The Cowboys do not have a starting running back as of right now on their team. No, they don't. No, they don't. They do not have a starting running back. They do not have a starting running back on their team. But they do have a running back that they're going to make a starting running back. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro, because listen to me, man. Like, all my players, I'm gonna talk about all my players out there. You know what I'm saying? You know how you be having your little ride. Now, this not me. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about y'all. You know how you know what I'm saying? You be dating somebody, you be with somebody, and then you kind of make them that woman, you make them that person, and then you look up, and now and guess what? Now you're going to court. She's taking all your stuff. She's taking all your stuff. Why? Because your mama told you at the beginning of the year you weren't supposed to be there in the first place. You weren't supposed to be there in the first place. You made it work. You made it work though, because you liked her. You like the way she cooked and rub your back and all that other stuff. Now you got 5 kids and 12 child support notices. I'm just saying, you should have stayed where you was. That's all I'm saying. But listen, what I'm saying is this, man. Stop making people be stuff they ain't. You know what I'm saying? If you were a backup running back, be proud that you were a backup running back. Because some of these motherfuckers is backup running backs, bro. And they up here trying to sell them that they are starting running back. If you don't go sit your Miles Sanders ass down somewhere. If you don't go sit your Miles Sanders ass down somewhere, bruh. He is not no starting running back. There is not no starting running back on the NFL. You is not going to disrespect all the starting running backs that are out here starting in the NFL and try to say that we got a starting running back. No, we do not. Do we have a starter? Do we have a running back that we going to make a starter? Hell yes. Now, is he going to produce like a starter? I don't know. Don't be trying to get me hemmed up. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. But I do know this. I do know this, though. If Jaron Blue ends up being a starting running back in the NFL, he will be the biggest pick of this draft. Because there are teams that, look at the Raiders took a dude in the top 10 for their starting running back. The Chargers took a dude in the top 15 to be their starting running back. You mean to tell me the Cowboys found a starting running back and what pick was he? Somebody put it in the comment box. What pick was that, young man? What pick was that, young man? I'm just saying, do you guys believe that Jordan Blue is as good as Austin Jeffrey and the dude that went to the Chargers? That's all I'm saying. Because and listen to me, I like Jordan Blue. I like him. I liked him, but I don't. It's crazy for me to sit up here and say, bro, that I believe he's in the same category as Gentry, bro. Who's gonna be a starting running back? Or that boy from freaking North Carolina, the boy from the Chargers, who I think is going to be the rookie of the year. The rookie of the year is going to be the running back from the Chargers. I'm telling you that right now. If anybody tries to, I'm dropping a video on it today. If anybody want to steal it, you can steal it. But I'm telling you right now, the offensive rookie of the year is going to be that boy from the Chargers, that running back they just grabbed from North Carolina, because he's going to run the ball a lot, and they're going to throw him the ball. They're going to throw him the ball in San Diego, which is technically Los Angeles. No, they're Los Angeles now. Listen to me. Jordan Blue was technically not the starter on his college team. So playing against harder competition, he didn't play none against anything in the NFL. So it's hard for me to believe that pick 149 is going to have the same impact as like pick 7. Hey, sit down, Prince. Be a good boy. Sit down. It's kind of a reach for me to think that he's going to have the same impact at pick 149 as pick 7 or 6. Now, listen to me. If the Cowboys are so lucky to have that happen, he's literally would be like a Dak Prescott situation. It would literally be like a Dak Prescott situation. Because Dak Prescott, what's up with you, Rick? Because Dak Prescott was a guy that was drafted in the 4th round who ended up being a rookie starter. So you mean to tell me that you think that he's going to have that type of effect? Listen to me. I hope so. But I'm going to tell you this right here. The last 3 years, our starter for the running back has been a default. It hasn't been a guy that earned it. Like the last 3 starting running backs for the Dallas Cowboys were not guys that earned it. They were guys that got the job because they were the best out of the guys that we had. You know what I'm saying? Like Rico Dowdle should have never gotten an opportunity to be a starting running back, but he got one. Tony Pollard coming off of a knee injury, or not even a knee, whatever he broke. I forgot what he broke, but he should have never been able to He should have never been able to be a starting running back for the Dallas Cowboys, making $10 million for a 1-year deal. That should have never happened, but it did. You know what I'm saying? So the Cowboys have not put any value and stock into the running back position until last time they did that, they drafted Zeke. That was the last time they truly cared about the running back position. Everything else has been default guys. And nobody they went out and got, and just guys that you know what I'm saying, that, oh, he's the best on our team. Like, you know what I mean? That don't mean nothing. That's like if you came to my house and was like, West Coast, can you fix my car? And I'd be like, yeah, I'll fix your car because I'm the best car fixer in this house. Well, guess what? Nobody else in here fixes cars. I don't even fix cars. But I watch enough reels on changing alternators and brake pads and stuff like that, where I figured that I'm probably better than everybody else in here. But I didn't say I was better than everybody else out there, though. Think about that, though. I'm better than everybody in here. But that don't mean I'm better than everybody out there, though, in the world, the actual world. That's where you need to matter at. Like me being the best car mechanic at my house, where I don't even really change it, but I watch more videos on it than anybody else do. Yeah, that's not good enough, man. I wouldn't trust myself with it. I wouldn't trust myself to fix my own car. So you shouldn't for sure do it. And that's how I feel about the running back position. Do the Cowboys have a starting running back? No, they don't have a starting running back. But do they have a guy that they're going to make the starting running back? Yes, for sure. Will it work out? I don't know. I will say wait till preseason and see who's going to be the starting running back. That's all you have. That's the only thing you can do. To be honest with you, you can't. And listen, think about this. If you don't find out who your starting running back is until preseason, that's going to be even worse. You want to know why? Because, bro, some of these guys won't even play in preseason. And if you're a veteran who has to play in preseason, that means you're not solidified in this league. That means you don't, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: if you got to use preseason to find out who your starting running back is, you're screwed, bro. You're screwed. You're screwed. Gil Montoya, what's up with you? What do you think the RB that got drafted by the Giants will do? I don't know. I don't even know. The white boy. What's good, big dog? What's that stuff looks good with you, oh, man? I'm not eating, Jonathan. Eric, you got questions? That was my running back. That was my running back. I got a little list of things. Dak for MVP. One of my last subjects. Dak for MVP. How do I think Dak is going to do this year? I think Dak's going to have an MVP season. That's what I believe. Dak is a ridiculously resilient. Ridiculously resilient. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of dude that actually I feel like he almost does better coming back from situations like this. You know what I'm saying? When he doesn't have pressure, necessarily the pressure, because listen to me, Dak is either coming back from an injury or he's being talked about possibly having an MVP season. You know what I'm saying? That's the boat that he's in. You know what I'm saying? So I think do I think they give it to him? No, I don't think a Dallas Cowboy will ever win an MVP trophy. I think Micah Parsons will probably be the closest to winning Defensive Player of the Year. But the Dak Prescott winning an MVP trophy? No, I don't ever think he'll happen in his career. Keep it real with you. How many did Troy Aikman win? None, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not a trophy they give to the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he'll get it. West, what it do? Sam, facts, I really do believe Dak will be our MVP these years because of what you just said. Do you think Dak will be the MVP these years because of what you said? This year, I do believe it. I believe Dak will be MVP. Listen to me. I believe Dak will have an MVP season. I don't know if they'll actually give him the trophy, though. Because Lamar Jackson should have won the MVP last year, but they didn't give him. He was the best quarterback in football last year, and they did not give him a trophy. They gave it to Josh Allen. Do you think the Dallas Cowboys need a complete rebuild? No. The Cowboys' biggest thing from last year was you had injured players. You had way too many players that were injured, just flat out hurt. And more importantly, you had your key player. You had your quarterback hurt. Chase has a question. Shoot. What's your question, Chase? I know, Action. Text me your address again one last time. I probably got it in my phone. Does Dak stay healthy? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, you can't predict injuries. And I'm going to tell you this right here. We got to stop thinking that Dak is purposely getting hurt, too. Because that's the reason why a lot of y'all don't like Tony Romo. Because in the back of your mind, you think he did it on purpose. Do I think we get a Super Bowl in the next 5 years? I don't know. It took the Eagles 60 years to get one, and then they got 2 in 5 years, 6 years. You know what I'm saying? The Cincinnati Bengals haven't gotten one yet. You know what I'm saying? Will you see improvement in the defense this year? You had better. You had better. You had better. In what aspect, though? Can they stop the run? I don't know. Like, your defense ain't never been bad except for in 2020 when they were statistically the worst defense in NFL history. But other than that, they've been fine. He says, nope, that is what scares me. I know Dak ain't getting hurt on purpose. People who think that are crazy. Yes, Rick, people do think that. But I don't think they think that. I just think they naturally let that feeling take over their minds. Because how can you get mad at a dude that got hurt? Like, oh my God, he's fucking always hurt. Okay, bro, but that's not his fault. You know what I mean? Like, that's like if I drink some milk and then you mad because I'm always farting. Bro, I'm lactose. You know what I mean? Like, I'm lactose. I'm seriously lactose. And you mad because I'm farting. That's what it is, bro. Everybody lactose over 35 too. James Sketchlix Root, what's up? Well, yeah, we going to win a Super Bowl, man. I hope so. I hope so. I hope this is the year, man. I'm more worried about CB play than I am Dak. Me too. Absolutely, me too. I got you, Action Pal. Um, I got my last subject here. CD Lamb to kill it. Do I think CD Lamb's gonna have a ridiculous year? I think CD Lamb's gonna have a great year this year. I think CD Lamb. I think the Cowboys go for that. I think I'd like to see him break that 17, that Dez Bryant single season touchdown record too. You know what I'm saying? Who is wide receiver 3? Could probably Devontae Turpin. But I know the type of competitor that CeeDee Lamb is, a guy like George Pickens is not going to necessarily bring a dog out of him. But do I think CeeDee Lamb's going to play better? Yes, CeeDee Lamb's going to get better, play better. Why? Because he's going to get less double coverage. Because with a respectable player over that side, that means you might have to cover Pickens at some point, depending on what your defense is doing. But when they can just hang a safety over him at all times, then yeah, like you got to do things that put stress on the defense. That's the whole point of calling offense. When you call offensive plays, the whole goal is to put stress on the defense, to make them change what they're trying to do. That's it. While you're trying to score. George Pickens gonna have to have a good year because he's trying to get paid, but he also got to remember he's in Dallas where they don't like playing people. So I could see George Pickens having a good season, but not having an explosive season because the Cowboys are for sure going to pad his stats in the opposite way because the Cowboys don't want to pay. They want to pay him. They want George Pickens to stay, but they're not going to want to pay him all that money. So they're going to do what they do to everybody when it's time to get paid. They're going to reverse his stats. You know what I mean? He'll be on the field for big moments, but he ain't going to they're not just going to let him sit out there and just rack up 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns. They're not going to do that. I promise you he's not going to do that. Pickens is going to have to take some attempts away from CD. Not necessarily because the Cowboys going to probably throw the ball 35 times. You know, CD Lamb's not going to get 20 targets. He'll probably get like 15. Pickens is going to take Pickens is going to take targets away from the tight end. Like, get my tight end out of here getting 60 freaking catches a year. Get the hell out of here, bro. Ferguson is not good enough to be catching the ball 60, 70 times a year. No, he's not good enough for that. So, yeah, CD Lamb's touches and stuff should not be touched because Pickens ain't good enough to do that. But he's good enough to take touches from the tight end for sure. Like, I don't want to see my tight end with those 6 freaking catches in a game. Get the hell out of here with that. Miller, what's up with you? Yeah, I got Cali Tree. Text me, inbox me. I really wonder if we extend him. We won't know until after the end of the year. He going to have to play. He going to have to play, and the Cowboys don't give a damn about what you did in Pittsburgh. You going to prove that in a Cowboy uniform. Have I heard anything about Overshawn? No, but I mean, he was an injured player the entire season, so I don't know if that's a good thing that I haven't heard anything or it's a bad thing. I'm gonna say that it's a good thing. I want to be optimistic, but I have no idea how good that rookie running back will do. I didn't watch enough film at Texas. I'm in that same boat with you. We might get 2 1,000-yard receivers. That don't really mean anything though in 17-game season. Think about this. At one point, we thought we were gonna have 3 1,000-yard receivers. So yeah, man, 1,000 yards in 17-game season ain't much. Now if you say like 1,500, yes, that's pretty that's respectable for 1,000 yards. No, if it means we win, I don't care how much catching the ball 6 times win. All that matters. Yes, but listen to me. You there's a way in how to listen. You can't say that only thing you care about is if you win. You can't say that, right? Because that's just like saying like you have to care about the ingredients that go into the actual cake or how the cake's going to taste. You know what I'm saying? Because you might win today doing it that way, but will that actually help you win in the long run? No, it won't. Like the Cowboys defense, we went through a season where our defense was looked at fairly well, but we still couldn't stop the run. I kept telling y'all we couldn't stop the run, and guess what? We got to the playoffs and we lost. Why? Because our defense couldn't stop a team from putting up 150 yards rushing on our ass. That's why. How long do you think Diggs will play when he comes back? Hopefully 17 games plus 3, 20. Shit, I hope we all play 20 games. Chase says what up with you, Donald? Yeah, I got new trees on deck and I got jerseys on deck. I'm gonna send some stuff out today. I'm worried Diggs won't be back until halfway through the season. I don't think it's gonna be that long. I think if anything, it'll be the first 4 games. If he was going to be gone 8 games, they would for sure be looking to bring somebody in because that's a long time. If you're going to miss half the next year's season, that means that freaking you are probably still very much hurt. You are not even rehabbing yet. You are hurt. They're gonna have to play Bland regardless if he's hurt or not. They can't let Trevon Diggs walk because he's on a contract. They would have to release him. I've been on here for an hour and 5 minutes. It felt good though. Knocked out 5 subjects. I did Jalen Ramsey. I did CeeDee Lamb to kill it. I did stop the run, new DT, run the ball, new running back. Do we need a running back? Dak for MVP. And then I did talked about OTAs. Him and Parsons been working out and training together. I mean, that sounds good. You know, yeah, I mean, but you got to remember that was one video for like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I know Jerry Jones called Diggs out about his training too, though. So I don't know, man. I feel like Jerry Jones wouldn't be calling nobody out if he knew something that we didn't know. That's all I got to say. Him and Parsons been working, but they have been working out. I like to see him working out. I like to see these guys getting after it. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I got to go pick my sons up from school. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. If you want to run a damn ball hat, they are only $25 plus $5 for shipping. Total of $30. On my next show, I will start pushing the jerseys and giving away stuff. I just wasn't. I don't know. I got in here and started talking to y'all, and I just forgot halfway through the show. Trey will be back after 4 or 5 games. I think Overshawn is the one that will miss 8 games. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Man, Overshawn missing 8 games. That's gonna be freaking crazy. Because, bro, like, you got nothing from that draft class. You basically got nothing because Mozzie Smith is not doing much. Your second round pick, your tight end Shoemaker ain't doing much. Then Overshawn is injured, which is not his fault, but he is injured. What's up, Lost in Transition Translation Pro Podcast? What's up, you goddess the poet? They said the weather is. I don't know. She was spitting on that song though. We down with a squad. We running it up with a squad. Na 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 na. You know, more the risk on the commando. So we stay in the squad, and then we repping the squad. Na 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 na. She be going in there. Mozzie be looking like he don't even want to be out there. Nah, he want to be out there. He just getting his ass whooped. You remember when your mama used to whoop your ass and you'd be that's how he be looking. They be trying to turn over. They be trying to get him on his back, and he be he's getting his ass whooped. That's what he don't look. He look like he want to be out there. He just look like he getting his ass whooped. All right, y'all. It's been love. I appreciate y'all. Make sure I give y'all content every day. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.